Hello?
Hi, Mohammed Mirza. How are you?
I'm good, Ali. How are you, bro?
You're a difficult man to reach.
Sorry, bro. We had some filming about for the Academia coming up tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm well aware of it, and congratulations on I think the second season, is it now?
Thank you, thank you. I hope you like it. It airs tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm anticipating it, and I will be watching it definitely.
Awesome.
So good luck on that. I wanted to. I'm sure you know why I'm calling you. I wanted to just get your side of the story on this whole Abu Hamdan thing that's just kind of erupted. I'm sure you've heard about what Abdullah has said about Desert Force, what he's demanding or what he'd like Desert Force to do. So I was wondering if I could just get your opinion and get your thoughts on how that day transpired, and moving forward. What do you plan on doing?
Yeah, man, that day began off to me at 3 a.m. in the morning when Ibrahim arrived. You know, there were entry permit complications. The entry permits were applied way in advance and everything was going smooth, but he had certain, you know how it is in the Arab world with all these relations and governments and all that stuff. He had complications. He couldn't get in. He was in the airport. I stayed awake from 3 a.m. up until 11 a.m. Until we managed to get the visa out. And the fact that we managed to get him here, and when I say me, I don't mean me, it's our team.
Right.
We managed to get him out at 11 a.m. and it was a success that we managed to get him to Abu Dhabi without the visa anyway. And when he came in, he had the whole complication of the traveling he went through and all that stuff. So he just couldn't attend the weigh-in. He spent more than 48 hours in airports between Cairo, Jordan, and the UAE, and it led to the complication in the weigh-in.
What time did he arrive? Did he arrive in Abu Dhabi? What time did he arrive in the airport?
3 a.m.
On August 24th. Okay.
And he exited the airport at 11 a.m. on the 24th. So that's 8 hours in the airport, just waiting for his entry permit to come to leave the gate. And then what happened? We sent you that statement. You know how it went.
So I wanted to know then why, or I guess I don't know if you would know this. I've been trying to get a hold of Al Sawi myself, but he's just been remaining silent. But why did he not come into Abu Dhabi on weight? What was his weight at the time? Did you know?
No, I did not know, to be honest. At that time in specific, according to him, it was 86 kilograms. He needed to undergo the typical process of weight cutting, and he couldn't do it based on just like any other fighter would. So he just didn't go through the process as any pro fighter would go through. He had a more complicated thing. Abu Hamdan understood that.
Yeah.
And then everything that entailed was suggested by him and his camp.
Fair enough. Yeah, and they don't disagree with that either. When I spoke to Abdullah Abu Hamdan about 3-4 days back, he did tell me a very similar story, and his manager did tell me the similar story. What I want to understand is what time did Al Sawi step on the scale? When did he step on the scale, and when was it revealed that he was overweight?
We handled the issue. It was towards the evening when Al Sawi, after he relaxed a bit from his complications in traveling, and at that point when he weighed in, he was weighing in at around 90 kilos or something around that sort. And this was around 7 p.m. that same day.
So nothing had been agreed at that point?
At that point, nothing had been agreed, no. And that's when they started agreeing. They said that we would like Ibrahim to weigh no more than 8 kilos more than the weight that's allowed. So 84 kilos plus 8 would mean 92 kilos.
So, but sir, I gotta.
We told Sawi that these are the terms. He said fair enough.
Sir, but I have to step in here, and I just have to ask you, because this is a very difficult thing, being the promoter and the regulator. So you obviously had to switch into your regulator's hat. You had to put the regulator's hat on. So why didn't you make him cut the weight before the day of the event? Because he technically did have one more day before he had to fight.
Yeah, man. Look, to be honest, that was not on the table. On the table, it was if we go for the weight cut, even the other camp acknowledged that it wouldn't work. It would be too difficult for him, and given what he had gone through in travel complications, it just wouldn't work.
Okay.
So asking him to go on the weight cut at around 7 or 9 p.m. at night when we started talking about these things, and it took a while till everyone agreed on everything. There just wasn't enough time. The guy spent 3 days in the airport. You know, if he was weighing 86 at the time he came in, that's a miracle in itself.
Yeah.
He has competed five different times at 84. You can ask any of his opponents that fought with him in Desert Force.
Yeah, well, that was going to be my next question. I'm sorry to cut you off. Is we've never seen a problem with him cutting weight, so it's just this time. Is that correct?
Exactly. He's never had an issue with weight cutting. He's never even had the issue of not making weight the first time around and then having to go do it at 7 p.m., for instance. He's always made weight straight off the bat. This was the first time we've had this incident with Ibrahim himself. Okay,
so when the Abdullah Abu Hamdan's camp negotiated that he was not to exceed more than 91, I believe it was?
It was 92.
92, sorry. He was not to exceed 92. Was there any talks at that point about a title belt on the line?
There was never any talk of the title issue being off the table. At no point in any discussion.
Okay. And
not from Chuck, not from Abu Hamdan, not from any official, not from anyone.
So in your mind's eye, you assume that even though Ibrahim Al-Sawi was going to miss weight, that Abdullah Abu Hamdan's camp had agreed to the fight, and therefore the title fight was still on the table.
Correct. And I'd like to elaborate on that and ask you a question.
Please, sir.
If Abdullah Abu Hamdan won that fight, would he be giving back the title?
It's a very good question, sir, and I've been getting it a lot on the website, and I've been getting it a lot on my Facebook page. And I'm as a journalist, I'm going to just remain objective and stay out of that question. But it is an argument that a lot of people are making right now, and I will say that. I did have a chance to speak to some.
Now,
yeah, go ahead, please.
It's not really a question. It's a question I want to throw out there. We don't have to go deep into detail about it, but it's something that we should keep in the back of our heads. Now, in addition to this title issue not being on the table throughout the talk, we agreed with his camp and himself regarding the things that we sent you, which was all the added benefits of taking this fight and being a sport about it.
Yeah.
And then towards the end of the show, as you may know, we have the post-show, the post-event studio show, where it's a press conference of sorts, but it's turned into a studio. And this is the part in Desert Force as an organization where we like to have the most transparency, and we like to put our issues out there, and we like it for the viewers to understand what the athletes have to say and what they feel and what they go through. So the most important thing in this studio show is transparency.
Right.
And we had an issue with George Eid and Fakhreddin with their refereeing, and George Eid went up on the show and he talked about this issue. And George Eid was truly a sport in that matter. He felt he got robbed. A lot of people felt he got robbed. And the guy went up there, and I couldn't express to you how angry this guy was at the end of that fight. But he got up on TV and he talked. He talked his heart out. And Abdullah Abu Hamdan, he fled. He fled the arena, and he wouldn't talk. We asked him to stay.
Well, he did get knocked out, didn't he? Mr. Mirza, he did get knocked out, didn't he? Mr. Mirza, he did get knocked out, didn't he?
He did get knocked out, and he did receive attention from the medical team.
Okay.
And
Did you send him to the hospital when he got knocked out, or did he not need medical attention?
our doctors did not recommend for him to go to a hospital.
So then, after that, you're saying he just decided not to show up to the post fight.
All we know is that he fled.
Mm-hmm.
He fled, and when we reached out to him to bring him back, he would have none of it. So, we have this platform for the athletes to express themselves, to tell us how they felt in the fight, what happened before, what happened after, what happened in the promotional filming, and he wasn't there for that. It would have been good if that came out at that time. It's even good for us. There's some controversy behind it.
Yeah.
But he wasn't there.
So what did you? Because I read all the emails. Abdullah Abu Hamdan's camp shared them with us, and Abu Hamdan wants you to basically announce publicly that the weight discrepancy. He says he doesn't care about the loss. He's happy to take the loss, but he wants Desert Force to be transparent with the viewers on social media and on TV, and to let them know that there was a weight discrepancy. So I just wanted to get your opinion on that.
We are being completely transparent here. There's nothing to hide. The issue of the title or whatever that is being formulated was never an issue beforehand, and there is nothing to hide or to lie about in this matter. He agreed to the fight as it was before, and that's that.
And sir, what would you say about the comments that Chuck made when he said that we should be fighting towards international rules? So Chuck Witchart basically stated that whenever fighters miss weight, the automatic title fight or title bout is nullified, and therefore it goes into what's called a catch weight. Now, a lot of organizations adhere to that. I spoke to Lauren Mack, the director of PR for ONE FC, who said that they do a very similar process, and I'm sure that a lot of the other bigger organizations do the similar process. So Chuck is saying that, Desert Force is in the wrong here, because the minute that Al Sawi missed weight, it shouldn't have been a title fight. What do you have to say to that?
We truly value Chuck's insight on these matters, given his experience in the MMA field, in numerous continents. And we truly feel that Chuck does have Abdullah's and Desert Force's best intentions. And we did talk to Chuck, and Chuck is one of the individuals that is helping us. That is helping us in terms of developing a commission. And we want to do an independent commission that will take this load off of Desert Force.
Oh, wow.
Because this is something that we can but shouldn't keep doing.
Mm-hmm.
In some countries, the federations can take over. In Jordan, there's been a Jordanian mixed martial arts federation that can handle these things. In Lebanon, there is now a mixed martial arts federation that can handle these things. Certain countries have governing sports bodies that can handle these things. But right now, we need to do something where everywhere we go, we can deal with these things.
So,
if we go to Egypt, to Morocco, we don't want to be bumping into these same issues.
So can you just please elaborate on that? Because that's a very interesting story. So are you planning on creating a third-party regulatory body to ensure that things like this don't happen in the UAE as well as other Arab countries?
A third independent party to handle all regulatory issues for MMA, be it for Desert Force or whatever other organization there may be.
And you are working on this right now?
We have been working on it, and we are currently moving forward with it, yes.
Any plans on when this third party independent or regulatory body will be launched? Any ideas?
I couldn't give you a deadline now. Optimally, we'd love it to be launched before the end of the year. We'd like it to be up and running before our event in December, which will be in Saudi Arabia. Mm-hmm. And the idea here is to bring referees from all over the Arab world and all over the world include people that have been included in mixed martial arts around here, and we even need the support of individuals like you that love the sport and cover it on a regional basis and make people aware of these issues.
Well, thank you. That's very kind of you. Sir, I just wanted to ask you, is this independent body open to all organizations, local and international?
It is open to all organizations. Whatever, whatever helps Desert Force flow will help the MMA industry as a whole. And at the end, that's what we're striving for here. It's not like I want to help myself and kill everyone else. We're here to develop an industry and work openly.
Well, I commend you on that. I think you guys have been doing some great strides for Arabs MMA in the region, and I think this is just another milestone in building and educating MMA and the sport of MMA to the Middle East. So honestly, I commend you on that, and I wish you good luck on that. I would love to see that. I've been an advocate of this myself for a while now, so I'd love to hear those words come out of your mouth. I know I've taken up a lot of your time, so just going to ask you just maybe one or two more questions. I'm going to let you go, Mr. Mirza. What is the future of Abdullah Abu Hamdan with Desert Force as it stands right now, sir?
The future of Abdullah Abu Hamdan is as it always has been throughout when he first signed with us back in 2011. He is one of our most likable athletes. We like him a lot as a fighter. The fans like him a lot as a fighter. We think he brings it every time he steps in the cage. He is with us, and Desert Force is his home. He's respectable and adored, and that's all we want out of anyone.
So there's no hard feelings to all the bad things that he said about you so far.
Of course not, and I don't take these things as bad. You know, whatever happens after a fight is something that different athletes deal with in different ways. I'm pretty sure that I'll see Abdullah at one point or another, and all of this will be as if it never happened. It's not like the guy is part of the Desert Force family, Ali, and we don't allow for any of our guys to be upset and feel wrong. And we won't allow for any of them to feel that way. And our duty is to keep it going, steady and healthy.
Okay, one last question, sir. I'm going to let you go, I promise. So as it stands right now, Ibrahim Al-Sawi is keeping the 84-kilo title belt. And Abu Hamdan's future goes where now? Where does he fight?
Ibrahim Al-Sawi will keep the 84-kilogram, the middleweight division title. He is the champion at that now. Abdullah Abu Hamdan, I believe there is talks from both him and his agent that he would like to drop to 77, which is his original weight. However, if he should stay at 84, maybe a rematch wouldn't be such a bad thing, now would it?
You know what? There's a lot of talk about a rematch, so I wouldn't mind seeing that myself. But you know, at the end of the day, it's up to them.
I wouldn't mind it either.
Yeah, I think I agree with you on that one. But listen, I really appreciate you taking the time to speak to me, and I know I've been bothering you a lot with emails and SMSs, and I've tried to call you about 1,000,000 times. But you're very, very happy that we had this conversation. Thank you so much. Good luck on the Al Academia, which is set to go off tomorrow, and I'm sure I'm going to see you cage side very soon, sir.
Thank you very much, Ali. I'd like to commend you on your fantastic efforts in MMA journalism and what you're bringing to the Arab public. Your content is truly great, and I'd also like to thank Mr. Rio for his involvement in MMA in the region as a whole. I think what you guys are doing is fantastic.
Thank you, sir.
We
Thank
look forward to having you guys over with us at our next event, hopefully. Develop the history of MMA and the Arab world together.
Absolutely. It's a pleasure. Thank you, sir. Have a good night. I appreciate it.
You too, Ali. Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.